Hello everybody and welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars video. Today we're taking a look at the 75153 ATST Walker from the Rogue One Star Wars movie. This set is titled just ATST Walker, and it has 449 pieces, includes 3 exclusive minifigures to the set. And the main reason why we want to get this set is because of Baze, and he has, I believe everything about him is exclusive, and this is the only set you will probably only be able to get him for a while. It doesn't seem like LEGO is releasing any more Star Wars Rogue One sets. They released the original line and then a few sets to contribute to that, but that's about it. Stay tuned, because at the end of the video I will be comparing the ATST to the ATDP Walker, which was a huge LEGO Star Wars set as well, but I'll also be comparing it to the older ATST model, which for a very long time has become, or has been, the only reference of the ATST. As you can tell, before we actually compare them, it is a bit smaller in not smaller because it is the same size as the ATDP, but it is a bit shorter. But it is just a huge improvement over the old ATST, which, fun fact, only retails supposedly for about $10 more, so definitely a great deal there. This set is overall just a great deal. The price of this set varies. In some countries it is 50, in some countries it is 40. If you guys are just in a normal country like Europe or the US, you'll definitely be having to pay somewhere around $40 US. If you're less lucky and you have to go, you're in one of those countries where you have to pay between 50 or maybe even 60, that's unfortunate, but I would even say that it's probably still worth paying a high price. And fun fact, for those of you who live in the US, you have amazing LEGO prices compared to the rest of the world, so definitely you should take advantage of that. Where I live, this set is almost $100, or at least I have to pay almost $100 to get this. That's why I have to import them from other countries. Yeah, when I go to Europe or North American countries, that's where I buy my LEGO. I never buy it where I'm at, where I live, because I have to pay $100 for this, which would seem ridiculous for a lot of you, but that's the way it is out here. So yeah, the minifigures. The minifigure wise, Baze is an amazing minifigure, probably the only set you'll be getting him in. He comes with double-sided face. He has very nice torso printing. He has one arm that's red and the other one that's fitting with his outfit. He comes with his huge blaster. Not very convinced about that. Kind of looks very blocky and kind of stupid. I would have liked something a bit better, but it does have the chain and the backpack stuff going on as well. So great minifigure, definitely suggest getting him in this set. Next up we have the Rebel Trooper. Just a Rebel Trooper, nothing of note. You'll just be getting one more. If you guys get the battle packs, you get four of these guys technically, so really no big draw right here. But he does come with the helmet and the outfit and all, so really do enjoy him. And then we have the Atsc Driver. So this is an updated version from the ones we've previously had. He has the printed visor or goggles on the helmet. The face print is different, and the outfit has been refined compared to the previous version from the Planet sets. So that's the minifigures. The ATST itself has quite a bunch of features that you guys probably saw in the box, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at those right now. There is one thing I don't like about this ATST, and that's what we're getting in right now, is the fact that after all these years you can only fit one walker, or at least one figure in the top hatch. So what I mean by that is, actually this is kind of a tricky set to review now that I think about it. If I open this set up, inside you can only fit one minifigure, instead of fitting, or being able to fit the 2 that we saw in Return of the Jedi. So here you have one minifigure, there, one pilot, and theoretically, in the movies, you have one here and one here. You could modify it, definitely it's easily modifiable, so you can fit 2 minifigures in there, but the fact that LEGO just doesn't go ahead and make 2 seats is kind of annoying. And it would have made the head a bit larger, which would have made it a bit more proportionate, because I do feel like the legs are a bit big on this set. However, if that's really an issue for you, you have this space here which comes with a little detonator. So yeah, and you could definitely like use this as like a second seat if you wanted to really fit 2 minifigures in there. Have one here and have one here. But what you can also do here is have this minifigure standing up like this. Oh, nope, you can't. Or you can, maybe? Yeah, it doesn't look too good. Actually, I thought that was for having like the figure pop out, but actually that's just like for storing some bombs and weapons, okay? Or at least that's the way it seems. Let me just put the gun right there. There you go. And in there, here we can have a look at a better angle, I guess. This is a tricky set to review, I have to say. So you have this nice sticker. I really do enjoy it. These 2 panels supposedly show these 2 things, the 2 like eyes, I guess. And then there's a bunch of controllers. So yeah, and I believe it even has the 2 controllers for the 2 different pilots, which, I mean, there's only 1 seat, so whatever. And he just goes in like this. So that's pretty cool. What I remember on the older one, there was a way to have the minifigure pop his head out. And here it would seem that when you open it, he's in there, but... So let me just quickly figure this out. I mean, you could... Yeah, I guess it's just going to be this simple. I felt like I would have done something a bit better than this, but whatever. I think you get the point. Yeah, there's ways to do this, but I feel like maybe they could have done a seat that, like, if they would have done only 1 seat, they could have done some sort of mechanism that like puts the seat out until his head like just pops out like this. That could have been kind of cool, but it's not. However, I do want to say this set is heavily modifiable. Again, like, it's one of those sets you can easily just pull out a box of bricks and do it yourself. So that's the interior, which for me was the biggest highlight, or at least I feel like is the most important. Here's a look at the head. The back doesn't look too bad. It has a few stickers right here. And you can definitely turn your head. Let's zoom out a bit. Yes, okay. So they have a knob here. You can definitely turn this. The head does turn 360 degrees, so that's kind of nice. Huge improvement over the older one where you could just go like this. Now here you can really get like a full 360 degrees. I mean, I don't know why you would want to have yours like this, but I guess that works. Legs, they go back. You can have your ATSC looking like this, which doesn't look very good, but you can, like, what bothers me a bit about this set, there's 2 things that bother me about it, the rest is just fine, and that's, I guess, where I'm going to have to complain. The head is a bit small compared to the legs, like, compared to its height and size, the head could have been a bit bigger. The box art doesn't represent this set very well, because for a very long time I didn't want to get it because it didn't just look good from the box art, and it's really until you get this set that you get it, like, that you understand it and like it. And last, and I guess least, no, certainly not least, it's kind of just like kneeling forward like this. And what I did enjoy about the older one is that it was just stable. Like the older one, it was just straightforward, stable like this, you know, normal. And this one is just like kneeling a bit forward. I don't know if this is intentional, but I would do something to modify it to just have it like this instead of having it like this. So really, it's a very small difference, but it does have an impact. The legs, however, do have some stickers. They're pretty well built. You'll spend most of the time building this structure and then quickly build the panels, and then you'll be done with the build. So definitely, yeah, very enjoyable set. Fun features wise, I guess I kind of just skipped over that. Let's see. This gun, I mean, this gun right here turns, I guess, but doesn't really do anything. Again, this gun turns as well pretty nicely, but doesn't do anything as well. I do enjoy that. I really didn't want to have like flick fire missiles like the intermediate version from 2011 had. And you have these guns right here, which are pretty cool. And if you do want to have included spring-loaded shooters, it's pretty well hidden, so it doesn't affect the design, but they're just there. So if you want to have included flick fire or just spring-loaded missiles, there they are. Is it like the ATDP? I haven't tested them out yet. Maybe it is like the ATDP. Okay, no, because the ATDP would just turn the head and it would shoot by itself. So this one you have to push. So you have to push these things like this. So that's kind of cool, and it makes them even more powerful. Well, there you go, yeah. So very enjoyable as always. I know a lot of people complain on the spring-loaded shooters. I love them, they're a lot of fun. Of course, if I was a child again, I would play for hours with these. So yeah, I feel like collectors really undervalue the spring-loaded shooters and forget about the horrible, what was those? The flick fires? Horrible old flick fires. So yeah, so that's about it for the ATSD. I'm thinking, is there anything I'm missing? Let me just check the box real quick. We are just about done actually. But yeah, for a $40 set, you are getting quite a bit. Now let's quickly compare this to the older models. Unfortunately, the studio is a bit small, so we'll have to be getting literally out of the box. And let me just level it a bit down. There we are. So, the ATSD, I'm only going to use the 2007 one because the 2009 one, I think, is just like, it's just sad, it's very small, like I really didn't put any effort into that one, so it's not even worth bringing up. And I also kind of just don't know where it is in my collection. But it is very small set. It's equivalent to this one, but with this type of paneling, and really, it only has one piece that's like holding the legs together, so yeah, kind of sad. As I mentioned, it is a bit kneeling forward, so if I bring the sets like this, I'm kind of sorry, but this one is like all yellowed up, so I'm gonna have to treat this one. So yeah, the ATDP doesn't really do it that much, but this one you can really see like that's how bad it is. I would just want to have it like this, but it's just kneeling forward. This one, its head would just turn like this. This one's head turns 360, and this one's head obviously just doesn't turn that much. It's blocked by the... I don't really know what's blocking it right now, but usually it's blocked by these things. In size, the feet are more proportionate because this one has really big feet. These feet are more proportionate to the set, but I feel like the head could have been a bit bigger. And to conclude over the previous ATSD models, because this one is supposedly the best one from the previous 3 minifigure versions, this one is just a boss and huge and so much more detailed. It has everything better than this one. And just this one is starting to break apart now, so it's nice to have a newer model. So yeah. What can I say really? This one had a tiny cockpit. If you guys saw my review of it, has a tiny little thing. This one you can fit one minifigure and you can try to make a second seat here on the back. And this one, it has this forward seat and it does have this backward seat. So, I mean, I guess the ATDP is somewhat of a predecessor to the ATSD. It is accurate that this one is taller and bigger. But as you can see, these were extremely unstable in Star Wars Rebels, and it would always just like fall down. While these ones are much more stable, they don't fall down. But if you guys play Battlefront 2 or Battlefront in general, you'll know that when they do explode, you really want to aim for the head. So yeah, and they are much more powerful. They have like so much more firepower, I guess. So yeah. So that is about it for the comparison. I guess I could show you the back. The leg system isn't really the best. They've never really developed a good leg system that works for me. I mean, The legs on both these sets are on solid hinges, and this one it's on these some sort of pins, I guess. But I mean, if you change it, it kind of just looks retarded. So yeah. But I mean, as a child, I never really like play that much with the legs, anyways. So yes, that is about it for the Atsc Walker, or at least the comparison. Really do suggest you guys get it. The set is starting to like no longer show up on shelves. I would definitely suggest you guys get it before the time ends, I guess. So guys, that is it for my review on the Atsc 75153. Definitely try to pick this up, and I'll see you guys next time. I mean, it is definitely, before I finish off the video, it's definitely a set for children, collectors. It's a set for everybody. Like, collectors are going to love this set. Children are going to have a great time with this, teens as well. So everybody who really just likes Lego Star Wars, and it's not just Rogue One, it's also just Lego Star Wars Classic in general. So those are all the big pluses for this set. So guys, thanks for watching this quick Lego video, and I'll see you guys next time here on the MAGMA channel for another great Lego video. Bye bye.